Hello everyone, and welcome to the tour. My name is Matt, and today we are going to take a nice walk around the Flaw factory. If anyone has any questions during the tour, please raise your hands, and I'll be happy to answer them. Now, if everyone is ready, I'd like to begin. Welcome to the Flaw factory. Let me tell you a little history about the factory. The land that it stands on was part of what we now call Old London. The land was purchased by the Arden Group back in 2231, and the factory began construction shortly after. The factory was the first of its kind, and the global phenomena of flooring originated from this very factory. Yes, you are correct. The first floor made available from this factory was the floor Absent-Minded. Absent-Minded was an instant success. In the last few centuries, mankind has, through generations and modern science, eliminated what was once called character flaws. This led to the utopia that we all enjoy today. However, the Arden Group believed that in order to get in touch with our ancestors and to understand what life was like when burdened with these issues, the goal was to humble and to relate. And I for one love flooring. Now, moving on, we are going to take a walk through the walkway and onto the interpretation center. Please follow me. Here we have the Interpretation Center. In these rooms run thousands of hours of footage and recordings of people from the past, from the last 3 centuries to be more specific. Some of our most popular flaws, such as superstition, bigotry, weak-willed, egotistical, sadistry, and envy, were found in these very rooms. Exactly. Our behavior analysts work hard to observe and interpret these recordings, looking and hearing out for any interesting flaws within them, like miners looking for gold. When these flaws are discovered, an alarm will play out in their boot. How exciting! It appears that one of our analysts has just discovered a new flaw. Let's find out what it is. Hello there. Were you the one to press the alarm?
Yes,
So you found a new flaw.
I believe so.
How exciting. What's it called?
I believe I have rediscovered stubbornness.
That's amazing. Stubbornness. I don't think I've ever read up on stubbornness.
It's true. Stubbornness was a trait that died around the 2080s. It's a fascinating find.
What incredible luck to be on a tour where a new flaw has been rediscovered. You can all expect that to be available later this year. Everyone ready to continue? Fantastic. Moving on.
Bye, everybody.
This is where the discovery meets with creation. This is the area of the factory where brain chemistry is taken to the next level. What you see below in these vats are gallons upon gallons of our patented learning liquid. The liquid acts like a bonder for the brain and the digital data containing the flaw. As you can see, connected to the walls are the connection pipes that shoot the learning liquid through the bonding bases. The bonding bases are those small molds running through the conveyors on the right. The learning liquid is placed within those molds and moves across the conveyor, eventually reaching the all eyes, analyzing each amount of liquid to ensure that each mold has the correct amount before moving to the next step. After they are measured, the molds are then moved on to the next step, the actual bonding. As you can see, at the end of the belt, the bases are tipped into what you recognize as the injector casings, which you can see in all Arden associated retailers. When the learning liquid is placed within the casings, some of the casings are collected and taken to our next room, which is for testing. The rest of them carry on their normal route down to the combi yard, which we will be going to after the testing rooms. Please follow me down the stairs. Ensure to stay safe as you descend the steps. Hello there. So what are we observing here?
Hello. Right now, the subjects in the studio are playing out a scenario. The subject on the left is just an ordinary person, requesting a long lunch order. The dulling of alertness and the chipping away of the subject's sanity due to a certain degenerative brain disease.
Fascinating. What's happening now?
The subject that has been given senility has continuously been unable to recall the full food order requested from the subject that has not been given the Flaw. The subject with senility has become aggressive by their inability to recall the order and has lashed out at the other subject. Hold on a moment. Thank you. The test can stop now. Can you both please take this time to rest and be back here within the next hour for another test? Thank you. Over the last few weeks, we have made some tremendous strides with our rediscoveries. As each one is rediscovered, vigorous testing must be done to ensure that we have captured the Flaw as closely as possible. Using the learning liquid and the combi bonder, we are able to take the data collected from our analysts and inject them into the subjects. Within 5 minutes of the injection, the subject's behavior should be noticeably altered. As with all Flaws, their state is temporary, lasting only a few hours, but the injectors are reusable for up to 13 times. We are working on an injector that won't need replacing at all, so that's all very exciting here. Watching history come to life, watching all sorts of encounters that you don't see today play out for the first time in hundreds of years. I'm sorry, but I'm not very good at public speaking. I'll see you later, everyone.
Everyone ready to see the next part of the tour? Yes? Let's go. This, everyone, is the combi yard. As you can see, it's quite large. From the outside, you would assume that what we have seen before in this is all tightly packed together. But you'd be wrong. Stepping onto this yard is like stepping into the wardrobe from that old movie with the talking lion. What you can see below is the combi web, a fascinating piece of machinery that combines the learning liquid with the combi bonder that contains the programming Flaw. Now, as another liquid. It then shakes it about like a cocktail mixer. This whole process of bringing together, combining, shaking, and containing takes only 3 seconds. Yeah. And this combi web can do this continuously without the need for supervision, producing thousands upon thousands of completed Flaw injectors each day. From where we are, we have the disadvantage of not being able to see the process up close. However, an installation is being made that would allow us to watch the action in super slow motion without interrupting the process. So that is exciting. Once these have been completed, they are then taken away to shipping and then off to the retailers. So let's head this way and I'll take you to one of our completed installations, known simply as the Flaw. It's over this way. Here is the final area of our tour before the gift shop, of course. The Flaw. This installation shows many of our most popular flaws on side-to-side wall displays, as well as some of our rarer, seasoned flaws that some of you might never have heard of. Please take a look around and observe them. Please take a look around and observe the before and after displays of flaws such as greed, arrogance, disloyalty, gullibility, indecisiveness, and many more. I would like to take this time to thank you for coming to our tour today, and hope that you all have a pleasant and safe journey home. To exit the tour, all you have to do is follow this corridor down to the gift shop, and once you've spent some time in there, follow the signs for the car park. We here at the Flaw Factory, thank you for your visit.